Over 60? 4 worst grains you should never touch, and 4 you must eat daily. Are you over 60 and feeling your energy slip away, or perhaps you have noticed your memory isn't as sharp as it once was? It is a terrifying reality that many seniors are unknowingly eating a breakfast that acts like a biological thief, stealing their muscle mass and aging their brains by nearly a decade. According to researchers at Rush Medical College, the specific way you choose your brains can be the difference between a brain that functions like someone 8.5 years younger or one that slides into rapid cognitive decline. Furthermore, medical experts warn that the wrong dietary choices after age 60 can significantly increase your risk of sarcopenia, the debilitating loss of muscle that leads to falls and loss of independence. Before we dive into the specific grains that are either destroying or saving your health, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel for more life-changing senior health tips. Make sure you stay until the very end because I am going to reveal a soft gold grain that can actually help repair your gut and heart simultaneously. 4 worst grains you should never touch. 1. Healthy breakfast cereals with the whole grain stamp. Many American seniors reach for boxes featuring the bright whole grain stamp, believing they are making a heart-healthy choice. But this is often a sophisticated marketing trap that obscures the reality of processed food. Scientific reviews have found the products carrying this industry-sponsored stamp are frequently higher in sugar and total calories than whole grain products that do not carry the label. When you eat these processed cereals, you might be consuming as much as 18 grams of sugar in a single bowl, which is equivalent to nearly 4 teaspoons of sugar hitting your bloodstream at once. This causes a massive spike in insulin, which in older adults can lead to energy not reaching the muscles effectively, ultimately contributing to muscle wasting and weakness. Instead of fueling your body, these cereals can cause your blood sugar to jump from a normal fasting level to a high level of 8.6 millimoles per liter in just 30 minutes, followed by a crash that leaves you trembling and exhausted. Have you ever felt a sudden wave of sleepiness or brain fog just an hour after your morning bowl of cereal? This metabolic roller coaster is a sign that your breakfast is actually aging your internal systems and depleting your vital reserves. To protect yourself, you should ignore the front-of-box claims and check the ingredient list to ensure a whole grain is the very first item mentioned. For those over 60, the goal is a carbohydrate-to-fiber ratio of less than 10:1, which research shows is the most effective predictor of a grain's actual healthfulness. Transitioning away from these sugary boxes is essential for your longevity, but there is an even more common white staple that might be quietly damaging your skin and organs. 2. Refined white bread and enriched wheat products. White bread remains a dietary staple in many American households, yet for those over 60, it is essentially a refined poison that accelerates the aging of the skin and internal organs. The industrial milling process used to create white flour strips away the bran and germ, removing virtually all the fiber and 90% of the vitamin E your body needs for cellular repair and brain protection. Without the fibrous bran, these grains are digested almost instantly into glucose, leading to a damaging process called glycation, where sugars bind to collagen and elastin proteins. This process stiffens and weakens these important skin structures, contributing directly to lax, sagging skin and the formation of deep wrinkles. In a study of older adults, consuming highly refined wheat led to blood sugar levels peaking at 9.2 millimoles per liter, which is a dangerous level for maintaining consistent energy and hormonal balance. Many people believe enriched bread is a safe alternative, but while some B vitamins are added back, the life-saving phytochemicals and fiber are lost forever. If you find yourself needing to use your hands to push off a chair to stand up, it may be because a diet high in refined flour is starving your muscles of steady fuel. Have you noticed your skin losing its elasticity faster than your peers? For a body over 60, the choice of bread is a choice between vitality and rapid aging. Choosing unrefined sources like rye or oats is a better path, yet even then, some modern convenience foods can trick even the most health-conscious senior. 3. Low-fat diet, grain bars, and processed snacks. In the quest to maintain a healthy weight, many seniors choose low-fat grain bars, mistakenly thinking they are protecting their hearts and waistlines. However, when manufacturers remove fat, they often replace it with chemical thickeners and hidden sugars that provide zero nutrition for your aging tissues. Older adults actually require healthy fats to absorb critical vitamins like A, D, and E, which are essential for bone density, immune defense, and muscle maintenance. One clinical observation of a senior physician showed a loss of 1.2 kilograms of lean muscle in only 4 months after switching to a low-fat, low-protein breakfast that lacked essential nutrients. These snacks are often nutritionally hollow, providing no real satiety and causing you to crave more sweets throughout the day. Without enough fat and protein to slow down digestion, your body cannot maintain the amino acid levels necessary to trigger muscle synthesis. You might think you are being disciplined by eating these light snacks, but you are actually accelerating the teetering of your physical strength and independence. It is a common misconception that light is always better, but for a body over 60, nutrient-dense is the only standard that matters for survival. Have you been choosing low-fat options thinking they were better for your heart, only to find yourself feeling weaker and more tired? It is time to reconsider these diet traps, especially as we look at the next grain product that disguises itself as a wholesome treat. 4. Commercial store-bought muffins and pastries. That multi-grain or bran muffin at the local coffee shop is one of the most deceptive items in the American diet, often containing more calories and sugar than a piece of cake. While they look wholesome, a medium-sized muffin can pack 40 grams of refined carbohydrates and less than 5 grams of protein, a ratio that is disastrous for senior metabolism. This lopsided ratio means your body receives a massive dose of energy it cannot use, which is then stored as visceral fat around your liver and heart. For seniors, this accumulation of internal fat is a primary driver of inflammation and metabolic disorders that shorten the lifespan. Eating these sweet grain products for breakfast can cause your blood sugar to crash to 3.9 millimoles per liter just 2 hours later, leaving you feeling dizzy, shaky, or even confused. Many seniors mistake these symptoms for just getting older or having low blood pressure, but it is often just the muffin effect draining your energy. If you absolutely love muffins, you must pair them with a high-quality protein like a boiled egg to prevent the energy crash. Now, while these bad grains are robbing you of your vitality, there are ancient powerhouses that can restore your strength and sharpen your mind, which we will explore next. Are you ready to discover the grains that can make your brain act years younger? The 4 grains you must eat daily. 1. Buckwheat, the soft gold, heart and gut protector. Buckwheat is often misunderstood because of its deceptive name. It is actually a flowering plant in the same family as rhubarb, making it a gluten-free pseudo-grain that acts as a biological shield for the aging body. For seniors over 60, buckwheat is a nutritional powerhouse because its seeds contain a rare combination of complex carbohydrates, plant protein, and essential minerals like magnesium and copper. A single cup of cooked buckwheat groats provides roughly 5.73 grams of protein and 33.8 grams of complex carbohydrates that break down slowly in your gut. This slow digestion is critical because it prevents the dangerous blood sugar spikes that can damage your arteries and lead to insulin resistance. Furthermore, buckwheat is exceptionally rich in flavonoids like rutin, which provide the anti-inflammatory and heart protective properties needed to maintain a strong cardiovascular system as you age. Whole grains like this have even been linked to a reduced risk of mortality from chronic conditions, with studies showing that a daily intake of 30 grams of whole grains can significantly lower cancer-related death risks. Integrating buckwheat into your diet is simpler than most people realize, but the insider secret lies in how you process the raw groats. While many only know it as a porridge, you can actually put raw, hulled buckwheat into a food processor to create a nutrient-dense flour. This flour can replace all-purpose flour in recipes like banana bread or pancakes, allowing you to enjoy comfort foods that actually feed your muscles rather than aging your skin. If you prefer a savory option, look for soba noodles, which are made from buckwheat flour and provide a low glycemic alternative to traditional white pasta. Another little-known tip is to choose kasha, which are roasted groats that offer a deeper, nuttier flavor and can be served as a rice-like side dish. This simple switch from white rice to kasha provides your heart with the soft gold nutrition it needs to keep pumping efficiently, ensuring your energy levels remain stable throughout the day without the post-meal crash. 2. Quinoa and amaranth, the ancient muscle builders. As the body crosses the age of 60, the threat of sarcopenia, the natural loss of muscle mass, becomes a major hurdle for maintaining independence and strength. Quinoa and amaranth are essential super seeds because they provide a complete protein, containing all 9 essential amino acids that your body can no longer produce efficiently. Amaranth provides a staggering 9 grams of protein per cup, while quinoa offers 8 grams, making them significantly more potent for muscle repair than common grains. These grains are particularly high in leucine, a specific amino acid that acts as a master switch to activate muscle synthesis. Medical experts emphasize that seniors need approximately 2 to 3 grams of leucine in every meal to turn on the body's muscle-building machinery, a threshold easily reached by these 2 ancient grains. Amaranth is also an incredible mineral source, providing nearly the entire daily requirement for manganese in a single cup, which is vital for bone health and metabolism. To get the most out of these grains, you must look beyond the standard boiling method and try a trick used by ancient civilizations: popping them. A little-known but highly effective tip is to pop amaranth seeds in a dry pan just like miniature popcorn. This creates a crunchy, nutty topping for salads or yogurt that adds a massive protein boost without the inflammatory effects of bread croutons. For quinoa, the insider secret is the thorough rinse. Quinoa is coated in naturally occurring bitter compounds called saponins, and rinsing it in a fine mesh strainer before cooking transforms the taste from bitter to mild and nutty. You can also use amaranth as a hidden thickener for soups and stews, which adds bulk and protein to your meal without changing the flavor. By shifting your focus to these high leucine grains, you are giving your physical frame the raw materials it needs to stay resilient against the wear and tear of aging, ensuring your legs stay strong and your balance remains steady. 3. Steel-cut oats, the brain and inflammation shield. Cognitive decline is a primary fear for many seniors, but researchers at Rush Medical College have discovered that your daily grain choice can act as a powerful memory shield. Their long-term study revealed that older adults who consumed approximately 2.7 servings of whole grains daily, specifically oats and whole wheat, experienced a rate of cognitive decline equivalent to being 8.5 years younger. Oats are a non-negotiable staple because they are rich in beta-glucans, a unique soluble fiber that forms a gel-like substance in the gut to trap bad LDL cholesterol and slow the absorption of sugar. This process ensures your brain is supplied with a steady stream of glucose rather than the erratic spikes caused by refined cereals. Furthermore, oats contain cereal fiber, which research in JAMA Network Open has linked to lower levels of systemic inflammation in adults over age 65, a benefit not always found in fruit or vegetable fiber alone. The most valuable tip for oats is to ignore the instant packets and embrace the slow-cooked varieties. But there is a savory secret many people overlook. To avoid the hidden sugars often paired with oatmeal, try preparing steel-cut oats as a savory dish by cooking them in vegetable broth and topping them with a poached egg and a few slices of avocado. This creates a high-protein, anti-inflammatory meal that provides the necessary fats to absorb the vitamin E found in the oat germ. If you are dealing with type 2 diabetes, a daily intake of about 131 grams of oats has been shown in clinical trials to significantly reduce markers of inflammation in the blood. Another little-known benefit is that oats are rich in antioxidants like avenanthramides, which help protect the lining of your arteries. By making oats a daily habit, you are not just feeding your hunger, you are essentially insulating your brain and joints against the silent fire of chronic inflammation that accelerates aging. 4. Teff and millet, the tiny mineral powerhouses. Teff and millet are ancient gluten-free grains that are exceptionally easy for the senior digestive system to process while being incredibly nutrient-dense. Teff is particularly fascinating because it is the world's smallest grain, about 1% the size of a wheat kernel, yet it packs more calcium, iron, and magnesium than almost any other grain. It is also one of the only grains that naturally contains vitamin C, which is critical for immune function and collagen production in your skin and bones. Millet is equally impressive for metabolic health. A study involving 105 people with type 2 diabetes found that replacing white rice with millet in a single meal reduced post-meal blood sugar levels by 27%. These tiny grains also contain resistant starch, which passes through the digestive tract to feed healthy gut bacteria, producing short-chain fatty acids that further lower body-wide inflammation. Because teff is so tiny, it is impossible to refine, meaning every bite you take is guaranteed to be a complete package of bran, germ, and endosperm. A high-value tip for seniors is to use teff as a natural multivitamin thickener. Because of its small size and mild molasses-like flavor, a few spoonfuls can be whisked into any gravy, stew, or morning smoothie to provide a massive dose of iron and manganese without changing the texture of the dish. For millet, if you want to avoid the mushy texture many complain about, the secret is to toast the dry grains in a pan for 3 minutes before adding water. This brings out a rich aroma and ensures the grain stays fluffy like couscous. In countries like Ethiopia, where teff is a staple, conditions like iron deficiency anemia are remarkably rare, proving that these small grains are the ultimate tool for maintaining mineral balance and energy in your 60s, 70s, and 80s. It is time to take your health seriously before it is too late. If you continue to ignore these warnings and keep consuming the refined, sugary grains mentioned earlier, you are essentially inviting sarcopenia and cognitive decline to take over your life, potentially leaving you dependent on others for your most basic needs. Don't let a convenient breakfast steal your golden years and your independence. Please like this video, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to help us spread this vital message to seniors everywhere. In our next session, we will be discussing the 3 longevity fruits that can actually help repair your DNA. You won't want to miss it.